feel great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of need. Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. What the heck is going on? Today is Wednesday, July 30th. Today's the birthday of my crazy Aunt Midge. Crazy Aunt Midge, long departed. Crazy Aunt Midge. She used to love to go to the 905 liquor store to buy her 12-pack of beer. Old Aunt Midge lived in New York for a long time. Then she moved to downtown St. Louis. She smoked like a fiend. She loved to drink that Pabst Blue Ribbon, that Budweiser. She was a strange old bird, my Aunt Midge. Today was her birthday. Let's see, how old would she have been? Probably like, I don't know, 100. Something like that. Yeah, 100. I'll have to check with my mother. How are you guys doing? July is almost over. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I forgot to hit live on TikTok. Hello, TikTok. I'll be here for the next hour and a half or so, trying to answer your questions, immigration or otherwise. We've had some crazy calls this week, haven't we? Some crazy calls this week. On the show yesterday, we had carryover from the night before from our after hours show. I am leaving tomorrow for a bit of a vacation. So I will probably do a show tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe Monday. I am going to take a few days off. No Trump, no immigration, no nothing. Just going to relax, not pick my nose, and try to get in Lake Michigan, have fun with my sister and my kids. All 4 kids will be with us in Michigan with Amani and I, so that's exciting. We're excited about that. Ismail's going to fly in from San Diego, and the rest of us are driving up on dad time tomorrow. We're going to leave super early. My mom said, Jim, are you going to be here by dinner? I said, Mom, we'll be there by lunch. We're leaving that early. How about that? So I got Huli here, man in the sticks, woman in the sticks. Looks like Mari's here too, right? No? Yeah. All right. And so we are going to try to answer your questions, do everything. I love how people want to co-host with me on TikTok. What's that all about? Why do people want to TikTok? Why do people want to co-host with me on TikTok? Why would I do that? I did it that one time by accident, but I didn't mean to. All right. I'm going to talk to Ash. Then I'm going to talk to Ramsey. Then I'm going to talk to Anme. And then Jane. Ash is up first. Hello, Ash.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. I mean, it was very hard to reach out to you, you know what I mean? Like on live, and then I think you don't take the personal consultations, you know what I mean?
That's right. I
So,
don't.
yeah. And then it's been like almost 1 week. I'm on every live, but I can't get in touch with you for some reasons, you know what I
Well,
mean?
I do try. If I notice somebody's icon or their name from the day before, I do try to pull them up first.
Yeah. And
Um,
then I sat down like for 5 hours since morning, just tried to talk to you, you know what I mean? So
well, here we are. Let's talk.
here we are.
Let's make
Thank
your
you so
show
much.
smile.
Okay, thank you so much, Jim. So I'm gonna give you just a little bit of background about myself. So I'm a Canadian citizen. I came here on I-94, just a regular. We don't have to have visa, you know that, right? Just book a flight ticket and came here. And I'm getting married to my spouse, and she's the U.S. citizen. We are getting married on August 1st, like Friday.
So when did you enter?
It's first week of February.
What was the?
Sorry, yeah, no, January 30th or something.
So you're out of status right now.
Just like today, I think.
Okay. So
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
the purpose? What was the purpose of your visit?
So my brother, he lives here. He's been living here like for 7 years.
Okay.
He's a green card holder, and I come here all the time. It's not my first visit. Like last 4 years, I'm coming here 2, 3 times a year, you know, and then just to visit my brother and just to have parties and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So, and did you do all those things when you came on your visit?
What are those things?
Like visit your brother and all that stuff?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Obviously, yeah, yeah. Last time I was here for 3 months.
You say obviously, but a lot of people come on visit visas and then do whatever the hell they want. They don't do what they said they were coming to do. So, tell me
No,
about
no. Yeah.
tell me about this person that you're marrying.
So yeah, that's also the part of situation too. So she is a U.S. citizen. I'm 29 years old. She's 39 years old. And we are known to each other for almost like 1 year. So we were chatting on Snapchat before. We met with each other in
Time out. Time out. Did you know her before you entered the United States?
yes, yeah, but we were chatting on Snapchat. Like we were talking on Snapchat or chatting on Snapchat.
You met on Snapchat.
No, no, we met in person here in California
So how did you meet?
in the party.
Oh, at the party. Okay.
Yeah,
All
in
right.
the party. Yeah, yeah, in the get together. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's the question?
So she has a little bit of criminal background. We are talking about 15 years before. She had a domestic violence charge, but that was sealed, and also a charge of some kind of unlawful possession of firearm, but she was not the part of that. But both of the charges were sealed before. It's been like 10, 15 years before we're talking about.
Okay.
So is there any trouble? I mean, according
So
to her perspective, we love each other. Like, what does like why does it matter? But I don't know. You know what I mean?
have either of you been married before?
Yes, I'm divorced.
When did you get divorced?
This year in January.
So right before you came?
I think right after I came
Did you get divorced in the United States or in your home country?
in Canada.
Okay. Who handled that divorce for you?
It was attorney.
Okay. So you enter the United States,
Hmm.
you get divorced, you overstay, you marry someone from Snapchat, and she has a criminal record.
That is correct.
Sounds tough, my brother.
Okay.
Not doesn't mean it won't get approved, but it doesn't sound like an easy case.
Okay. But the previous marriage was a little bit different. It was arranged marriage from my family, and
Mhm.
we never lived together. She
Who,
she never lived with me in Canada.
who was the victim of your future spouse's domestic violence charge? Was it a
Who
partner?
was?
Yeah.
It was just a boyfriend.
Hmm. And was she born in the United States?
Yes, yeah, in California.
Has she ever sponsored someone for an immigration benefit before?
Never.
Okay. Well, like I said, sounds like a harder case.
Okay. In hard, like in what terms? What do you think? Like, why? I mean, how come
Like,
it's hard?
like I think I just told you why. You're out of status.
Uh-huh.
You entered on a visit visa. You married
Yeah.
someone that you met at a party that you talked to on Snapchat. You're
Yeah.
you're out. You're going to be out of status on the day that you filed. That's the first thing on their checklist for fraud. Was this person
Okay.
out of status when they got married? Was this person out of status when they um, applied for a green card? I got a 10-year age gap, and the petitioner has a criminal record.
Okay. So, I mean,
So get a
I'm
lawyer.
still
Get a lawyer. That's my answer. Get a lawyer.
okay for sure. But how hard it's gonna be, by the way? I mean, in what terms?
Yeah, that's a good question. Rocio asked, were you born in Canada or were you born somewhere else?
No, I'm a naturalized Canadian citizen
From?
from India.
Yeah. So what's the you seem to not like what I'm saying, that this is a hard case.
Yeah, okay. No, I do understand that. I mean, I'm also trying to figure this out, to be honest.
Figure this out. What does that mean? Figure this out.
Like how hard it's gonna be, what exactly in terms of like lawyer perspective, how the paperwork is gonna be, how we're gonna file the paperwork, what exactly I need to collect in terms of evidences and all that
Well,
stuff, right?
we have all that stuff on our YouTube channel, but this is not a case where someone should do it on their own. They're going to come after you hard. They're going to come after your spouse. They're going to bring up her criminal record. They're going to bring up your 10-year age gap. They're going to bring up the fact that you're out of status, and they're going to be all over you. So this is not an easy case, and it's not one you should do without an attorney. Even with
Definitely.
an attorney, it's going to be a hard case.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And because of my previous divorce too, or it was a recent divorce, that's why?
Oh, you came to the United States, divorced the person that you were married to when you got your visit visa, and then you married someone.
No, Jim. So the petition was already filed for the divorce in last year.
No shit.
You know, yeah,
I know that. But from the United States perspective, this is the timeline for good old Ash.
okay.
Enters the United States January of 2025. Divorces his spouse January 2025. Meets someone at a party February 2025. Waits, overstays his visa, doesn't go back on time 2025. Marries a U.S. citizen, 10-year age gap, criminal charges, including weapons charges.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to the interview and thinks, "Oh, I'm a Canadian. I'm just going to sail right through." Come on, dude.
Okay.
You understand what year this is. You understand who the president is. You understand what Homeland Security is right now. Are you watching Kristi Noem? Are you seeing the glee they take in messing with people's immigration status? You think this is one that is easy? You think this is one that you can do on your own? Go ahead. Feel free.
No, I literally booked a consultation with one of your senior attorneys tomorrow. So I'm gonna hire you guys for that. So
Well,
that you
I
guys
would
can
say,
represent.
if you're going to do that, make sure your spouse is on the call, because
Yeah, for sure, we can do that.
she's the star witness and she has a criminal record.
Sure, yeah, I can do that for sure.
Thanks, Ash.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks, Jim.
Bye, buddy. All right, we got Donna in the house, giving big ups to all around. Hello. And Rocio's here, asking good questions. It's like she never left. Rocio, my little virtual paralegal. Oh, here's a public service announcement from our friend Nurse Laura. Fellow Canadians, we are not special when it comes to immigration to the U.S. We need to take immigration seriously and not expect special treatment. My name is Jim Hacking, and I support this message. Ramsey's here. Ramsey, hello.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, perfect. So I have a couple of questions in regarding to my case. I will give you a very quick, brief background. I am sponsoring for my husband abroad in Pakistan. We finished everything so far. I-130 is completed. NVC is all done and through. We actually just got our interview letter a few hours ago.
Awesome.
And I understand Islamabad embassy is slow, so I'm very thankful that I got that letter.
Can you give us your timeline as far as when the I-130 was filed, approved, DQ'd, and then how far out's the interview?
Sure. So we submitted our I-130 in February of 2023. It got approved, I believe, September of 2024. We submitted our documents. We got an RFE from the NVC stating that we missed a tax document. That was in October. We submitted everything. Everything was documentarily complete on November 22nd, 2024.
Okay. And then when's your interview?
September 17th, 2025.
So 10 months.
So it took about 10 months. Yeah. I'm glad that they're speeding up.
Yeah, that is actually faster than what I would have guessed.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
And so I do have a couple questions in regards to preparing for our interview.
Okay.
So since it's been about almost a year since we submitted those documents to the NVC, do you recommend bringing updated financial documents to the interview, like pay stubs, W-2s, I-864s?
Just in case. I mean, that's one of those things I keep in my. I might pull it out if they ask about it, but I'm not going to bring it up.
Okay. And I forgot to note this. I do have a joint sponsor, and it also relates to my second question. For my current position, I'm about to change my position and do like part-time, summertime positions since I'm about to go into college soon for nursing. So I'm worried that it will affect my financial documents. I do have a joint sponsor, but I just want to make sure, am I in the clear? Should I run back to my old job and try to make sure I have a good full-time position? I'm just a bit nervous about that.
If you're using and relying on a co-sponsor, then that shouldn't matter.
That shouldn't matter?
Nope.
Okay. All right, those were my only two questions. I was just mainly concerned about the financial documents of that. since I'll
Awesome.
be resigning soon.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right. Thank you so much.
Let us know how it goes, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for your help again.
See ya. All right. Anybody on TikTok got a question over there? It looks like a lot of people. MA's here. Hello, MA.
Hello, Jim. How you doing today?
Great. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. I have a few questions to ask. My first question is, I'll be getting married in 3 months. Girlfriend in Philippines.
You're breaking
So,
You're breaking up, brother.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
That's a little better. Go ahead. Say it. You said you're doing.
Okay. In 3 months, I'll be getting married to a lady in the Philippines. Okay.
Okay.
We've been dating for like 2 years, and so we decided we're gonna go ahead and get married.
Great.
But I want her to come visit my family. But after the wedding, would that be a red flag?
What do you want to do after the wedding?
Because I know she can't come directly because I got to do I-130 and that takes time. But I want her to get like a tourist visa to come visit my family and we can do our honeymoon and everything here.
How old is she?
She's 26.
So I believe that the chances of an unmarried 26-year-old Filipina woman getting a visit visa to the United States are probably 5%.
No, but she'll be married by the time that we actually I want her to come visit, be after the wedding.
I wasn't done.
Oh.
And then I think those chances actually go down once you're married because they think she's just going to jump the line and apply for a green card here in the United States. So I don't think you're going to be able to do what you want to do.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if you apply for a visit visa now, I think it gets denied. If you apply after you get married, I think the chances are even lower.
Okay. That's what I thought so too, but I figured I would ask.
No problem.
And my last question is, what happens if she ends up getting pregnant after we get married and we still waiting for her I-130? Do I just got to go to the embassy with my blood work and prove that the baby's mine?
So you're a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Have you always been a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am. I've been born here.
So that kid will be a U.S. citizen. You'll just have to get what's called a certificate of live birth abroad, and then you'll get them a U.S. passport.
So it'd be an easy process. Won't be nothing difficult.
I would say that's something you don't even need a lawyer for.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time and answer my questions today.
Good luck, brother.
All right. Thank you, sir.
See ya. All right. That was MA. Jane is up, then Z. Hello, Jane.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. Thank you for taking my call. Just to give you a quick background, I came to the US under a B2 visa when I was 8 years old after the earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah.
And then while being here for some time, at some point in time, my parents got me TPS, and I've been on TPS pretty much ever since then.
Sure.
And in 2018, my father got married and to a US citizen, and she applied for the I-130 and the I-485 for both him, me, and my younger brother.
Okay.
So my father ended up getting his green card and my brother got the green card. However, the application on my end, it was submitted in 2018, had an interview late 2019. It got denied 2021.
Because?
No idea.
What did you know?
So the letter never came, and we requested the letter from USCIS, and that also never came. And we also filed an appeal that's been pending since 2021. So in 2018, I was 17. When it got denied in 2021, I was 20, a few months shy of turning 21.
Mm-hmm.
How
did you appeal it if you don't know what denial was based on?
I have actually no idea. I wasn't kept in the loop by my family in terms of that. It wasn't until after the fact where I'll start asking questions that
who's the quarterback for this project?
It was a friend of my father.
Not a lawyer?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So I don't know why I got denied. But I recently, 2 months ago, I got married to a US citizen, and they filed the I-130 and the I-485, and we're kind of just like playing the waiting game. But I wanted to know if there's any way I can figure out why it got denied, as
Sure.
well as like request information from USCIS.
Sure.
Because I don't know anything on the case, so I'm kind of going blind here.
And you don't want to do that. I would have probably done that even before I filed through your spouse, but that's okay. You don't have to. Have you ever heard of something called the Freedom of Information Act?
I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so there's a form. It's called the G639.
Mhm.
G639. It's a Freedom of Information Act request.
Yep.
And it's free. Okay.
Mhm.
So I want you, your dad, your brother, and your dad's spouse to all file these requests. You can file it online. It's a G639,
Mhm.
and you ask them to send all immigration paperwork. That when it says what do you want, you say all immigration paperwork.
Okay.
I doubt the appeal is still on file. It sounds like some shithead was handling all this and didn't do a good job of things. But maybe it's still on file. I doubt it. Somebody's probably just telling you that to string you along. I'm glad you married a U.S. citizen, and I'm glad that's on file. But I also think that you're smart to want to get it all cleaned up before you go to your interview.
Okay, cool. That was my only question.
Awesome. Good luck. Let me know if you get
Thank
stuck
you.
on that G639. I have a whole video on it on the channel, so go check that out.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Good luck, Jane. I'm glad she finally brought up the part about getting married to the U.S. citizen. I was getting worried before then. All right. We got Z, Abdu, and NVC. Z, hello.
Hey, Jim. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Doing all right. My wife and I have kind of a frustrating situation here. So we had an interview scheduled about 2 weeks from now. And this morning they sent a notification that it was canceled.
Yeah.
And this is actually the third time they've done this where like they canceled, rescheduled, canceled again.
Are you the beneficiary or are you the foreign national?
I'm the petitioner. My wife is the beneficiary.
Right. I said the same people are the same beneficiary and the foreign national.
Yeah.
So okay. What country is your spouse from?
She's from Venezuela.
That's why they're fucking around with people from Venezuela. Okay.
So this morning we were driving after they sent the notification, and we got a phone call, and it was the field office, and they were trying to explain that, like, I guess they had 2 dates in our system for our interview.
Okay.
And they were clarifying like which one we should go to, but we had a really bad cell phone connection, and like, long story short, my wife and I think we heard 1 date, but now we're like second guessing it.
Mm-hmm.
And we just, I don't know, should we just go to both days anyways, or like, I don't know what we should do.
Do you have a piece of paper that says both dates?
Yeah, I have all pieces of paper with all dates and all cancellations.
I would go every day you've been scheduled so far.
Okay.
And I would ask to see if they fuck around, I would be ready to go for the first interview date. If they're not ready to go when you get there, I would say I want to see a supervisor. You guys are morons.
Okay. I don't know if I'll call them morons, but I'll find a better word. But yeah,
good idea. But yeah, just say, look, we're doing everything we're supposed to. What's the deal? I mean, the good news is they still want to interview her, so that's good.
Yeah. We just like, it's frustrating because it's a bit of a drive for us. But
when did you file the case?
It was late February of this year, 2025.
That's all right. Yeah. How long a drive is it?
2.5 hours.
Well, then I would mention that too. Would say, hey, I mean, you could try to call the 1-800 number and see if they can tell you which date they want you to come, but I would still go.
We did that. They told us to go both days.
Just like me.
Yeah, but I just don't, like, they sounded like they didn't know. Like, they're not communicating with the field office.
I'm sure that's true.
And the field office I tried calling the number back, and like, it just says it's disconnected, which is weird.
They do that all the time. No, they hide they hide those numbers.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just go both days then.
All right, let me know how it goes, Z.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, buddy. That was Z. Need to complete FAFSA. Will adding a non-documented spouse on FAFSA put him in danger? I would say yes. Abdu is here. Hello.
Hey Jim, how are you doing?
I'm well. Abdu, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you so much. I have a quick question. I'm applying for the I-751. My current green card will expire on September 26, 2025, and currently I'm in the window of pretty much applying, and I'm gonna be sending my packet as soon as possible. But I have a quick question before I send everything off. So I'm pretty much petitioning for, like, I'm applying this jointly with my wife. So she's like my spouse, and I mentioned that in the application. And also, I'm pretty much the petitioner. Like, this is kind of different from the prior application. I will be the petitioner at this point, and I will basically filling up my own information when I go to the petitioner part of the application. Am I correct?
Yep.
So my other question, actually, in the next part, it's part number 8, where they say that my spouse is not gonna be doing. I don't expect my spouse to be doing any fingerprint. So why does she have to sign part 8? Like they say in part 8, spouse or individual listed in part 4, statement contact information. So they say, I understand the purpose of USAS ASC appointment for me to provide any fingerprint. So does she have, my wife, to actually type her name where they talk about that fingerprint? And which means she would have also to sign in the same page.
I don't know, brother, because I don't fill out 751s anymore. I haven't filled out a 751 in a really long time.
But does she do fingerprints?
It's possible. Sometimes people do.
Even she's a U.S. citizen.
Sometimes the U.S. citizens are asked to give fingerprints in the 751 case. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense now, because that will explain why they would ask for her name in this section. Okay, that was my only question. Thank you so much.
Good luck, brother.
Take care. Bye.
All right. NVC, hello.
Hi, how are you, Jim?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good. We spoke already. I don't know if you remember me.
No.
Okay. So I have a few questions that I wanted to ask for clarification.
Okay.
So I told you previously I filed for my husband, which the I-130 was approved. It's at the NVC stage. Right now I have not done anything because his son is here without status. So I wanted to file the I-130 and the I-485 to adjust status at the same time. I don't know if that's going to be an issue with the dad in Jamaica.
So how did his child get to the United States?
He came to his mom. She's here.
When?
About 2 years.
And how old is he?
He's 15, I think.
Okay. And so you have a pending application for his father. The US has approved the I-130. And when did they send the case to the NVC?
April 27th.
Why are you sitting on the NVC case?
I'm not really sitting on the okay, let me go back. Maybe you'll remember if I told you. When I first spoke to you, I told you about the previous case. I filed an I-129 for him. I went to the interview with him and everything. He had a clean police record, and then he told them that he was arrested. So they denied that case, and they gave me a form like a I-112. They said I should file the waiver instead. We got married. Then I filed the I-130, which I put it in like 2023, got approved 2025.
So what was the conviction for?
For smoking a blunt.
Okay. And had he admitted it or lied about it on the fiance application?
When I did the fiance, because I did it, I didn't know about it until we went to the interview. She asked him if he has ever been arrested, and he said yes.
And that was news to you?
Right.
Were you sitting there with him when that happened?
I was there. Yeah, I was there.
So the officer surprised you in front of him.
Yeah, you could say that.
So then you went ahead and got married
Yeah.
and filed an I-130.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to need a waiver because he's inadmissible because of the marijuana charge, right?
Oh, so you still gonna need a waiver? 'Cause when I spoke to you, you said you told me I should continue with the NVC because I told you it was right there.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I didn't want to do it unless I'm certain that he needs a waiver.
Well, you don't do the waiver now. You do the waiver after he goes to the embassy interview on the I-130, and then they tell him he needs a waiver.
Okay, so he has to do the interview first.
So
Okay.
keep going.
All right. So, and another thing, right? He has a daughter, which I didn't put her on the application
Because
I didn't know about her at the time, to be honest.
so this
So
guy
I
is
don't know if that's
this
going to
guy
affect anything.
this guy that you're married to doesn't really tell you all the things, does he?
Well, we were not together when he get that child, to be honest. 'Cause we broke up, then we went back and got married.
Wait a minute. So this kid was conceived and born between the time he got denied for the blunt and you got married.
She was born before we got married.
Right. So if we're looking at the timeline from the embassy in Kingston's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
you're engaged, you file a fiance case, you get the fiance case approved, sent to the embassy, he admits smoking the wacky weed, he gets rejected, then what, you guys break up? Was it because he wasn't honest about the arrest?
No, it was just our personality wasn't clashing at that time.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go further with the relationship,
And
and
so
I came back.
then he goes and gets someone else pregnant.
Yeah, he got into another relationship.
And then he has a baby, and then you file an I-130 without listing that kid.
Yeah, because I didn't know about her. So
Because he didn't tell you.
no.
So then the big question, my friend, is, Jim, what are the chances of this fellow who doesn't seem to tell the truth and likes to sleep around going to get a spouse-based visa based on these facts to the United States? And I would say the chances of that, even with a waiver, are 5 or 7%. I don't think he's going to get a visa.
So what should I do?
Well, what do you want to do? I mean, I'm telling you the immigration piece, I don't think he seems very trustworthy. That's outside the scope of our call.
Right.
But if you're asking me for a life perspective, I think you need to move on.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean,
he's just an honest fellow.
right. So, I mean, I understand from your standing point, right? But I mean, people change, people transition, which I've seen the changes in him.
People definitely change, but at the end of the day, is the embassy in Jamaica going to believe him, or are they going to think he's just using you to get a green card? And because you've got to notify them of this kid, and that's going to be a huge red flag. Not to mention, I mean, we didn't even talk about what's the basis of the waiver. Do you have health issues? Do you have financial issues that you need him here?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I need help with my bills.
Well, that doesn't count.
Well.
And you're spending too much money on that fool anyway. Your bills will actually go down. I'm sorry.
Well, we're married 4 years now, so I forgive him.
I know.
I passed that.
Listen. My son yells at my wife and I all the time about this concept of sunk costs. Like, those 4 years are already gone. You've got a whole life ahead of you. And I would just say, I don't know. I think there's a reason you've been sitting on the NVC, and I think there's a reason you've been sitting on the son's case.
No, I haven't. I that's why I'm asking you, because I want to Well, the mom was supposed to do on her end, which she cannot, right?
Do what?
She was supposed to file this for the child on her end.
Is
I
the
put
mom
it, the child is added to the father paperwork,
is the
but
mom is the mom of the boy the mom of the girl, or are they two different people?
yeah, two different people.
Okay. Well, I don't think your now husband, I don't think he's going to get a visa to the United States.
Mm. So, so what? Don't file for the child?
I I would slowly back away from this relationship.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, it's very, very unusual for the U.S. citizen to be at the fiance, or the U.S. citizen to be at the fiance interview. Obviously, the officer was probably like, "This lady's here, and she doesn't even." I mean, they probably could tell, or maybe you even told them at the interview that you didn't know that he had the blunt charge, right?
No, I didn't tell her that. I mean, he told her, so that's when I found out. I didn't even know about that.
But what I mean is, I understand. But what I mean is, like after he said it, I would imagine your eyes sort of went like this, or I would imagine there was some reaction.
Yeah, because I'm like, he has a clean police report, and then he's telling her that he was arrested when he was a teen, like 17, 18. So I was like a little shocked.
Hold on one second. The form's not. It's all parts of it's missing. I don't know, dude. This doesn't look. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. All right, right here. That's where it goes. Oh, down here. Sorry, signing
No,
paperwork.
it's okay.
All
I
right,
mean, I
Donna's
was a
okay.
little
So
shocked.
Donna, now listen. Now Donna is my queen of Jamaica, and Donna says Jim let her stay with her man. I'm not.
Oh my God, why would she say that? Miss Donna, why you don't love me like that? Come on, no.
No,
I
she.
mean, I forgive him. He changed and everything. He made mistake. I understand, but things happen.
Um. Do you know who Maya Angelou is? She's a poet. She was on Oprah, and she said, "When people show you who they are,
Right.
believe them the first time." But
Okay.
we don't even need to spend time thinking about what you should do with your heart.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is, if you want to have a life with him in the United States, I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
All right,
So should I still file for his child or no?
I wouldn't.
From my immigration standing point, I'm asking. I know where you're going already. I see you, but I'm just asking.
Thanks for the call. Have a great day.
Okay.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, what a great call. That made my day. And Donna's talking secret language stuff to her. I think they might know each other. Hey everybody, don't tell me to move on. Don't tell me kalas. I get to do what I want on the show. I talk to people as long as I want. If I want to talk to someone for 40 minutes, I'm going to talk to them for 40 minutes. Please don't tell me what to do. I don't care if there's other people in the waiting room. I don't care if there's other people. I give everyone the attention and love that I think they deserve. So please don't tell me what to do. This is my show. I get to do what I want. If you want to have a show where you talk to people and you cut them off and you're rude, feel free, but don't tell me what to do. Thank you, Huli. I appreciate that. I love that call. That call made my day. That lady made me happy. As messy as that all was, that lady made me happy. All right, all right. I like that call. I liked it a lot. TSW, hello.
Hello, hi Jim.
How you doing?
I'm good. Long time listener, first time caller.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. My favorite. How you doing?
I'm good. I just have a question about the I-751.
Yep.
So I filed in February, but I didn't do it jointly because I was being abused by my husband.
I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, so I filed by myself. So my question is, do I need to get a divorce to continue with it?
The case cannot be well. That's a good question. So first of all, Did you file under the provision that allows for the waiver if it was a real marriage that just didn't work out, or did you file on the waiver for abuse?
It was under the waiver that it was a real marriage, but it just didn't work out.
I'm glad you did that. That's how I would do it. I would always, almost always suggest doing that, what you did, and then using the abuse as a reason to explain why the marriage didn't go the distance. I think proving abuse and proving that as the basis for the waiver is actually harder. So I think you did the right thing there. But since you filed on that, you have to be divorced before the 751 can be approved. Now, most 751s take about 2 years. So unless they start working on those cases faster, I think you're going to have to sort of hurry up. Is there a divorce on file?
No, not yet. He want to get back together, but I did a restraining order and everything because my kids are living with us, and he has a drinking problem. He's a good person, but whenever he drinks, he becomes someone else. And I don't want that for my kids. If it was just me, I'd have stayed in there and tried to fight it out with him. But because my kids are there, I don't want that for them. And it's not the first time I have him arrested. I have him arrested in 2022 also because he choked me out. And this time he shoved me and told me to call my brother and the police, which I did. And now he's mad at me because he's like on a 2-year probation and he has to be paying for classes and everything. So he's pretty mad at me for that.
So, I mean, I'm not a family counselor. I'm not a abuse specialist. I'm glad you're ending things with him. I would go see a divorce attorney as soon as possible so that you know what all your rights are. I'm glad you're standing up for your kids and yourself. I want you to be safe. And I think you sound very clear-headed to me. I want you to stay clear-headed, and I want you to stay away from this person.
Okay.
All right.
So if I actually do the divorce, do I have to reapply?
No, you'll just have
if I
to.
think that I do a divorce now?
Yeah, you'll just have to provide them proof of the divorce. Like if I were you, what I would have done, like if I were handling your case, I would have had you file for divorce if you could, and then do the 751, so that you can at least say the divorce is on file. It's okay. Like I said, it takes 2 years. I would just get that divorce on file, and then I might upload that to let them know that there's a divorce pending. And listen, I'm proud of you for what you're doing. So if you just need to ask me questions now and again, shoot me an email, and I won't charge you or anything. Just I can help you navigate this part of it. I think you probably do better with an attorney, but if money's tight, focus on the divorce, be safe for you and your kids, and I can help you with this part of things.
Okay. So is it possible for me to still do citizenship on the 3-year mark because it was an abuse case, or that's out the window?
Yeah, you'll have to wait 5.
Okay.
All right.
All righty. So I should just go ahead with the divorce. Don't wait for anything, because I was getting some advice that I could stay separate and then I do my citizenship, which would be next April if I'm still married, but we're not living together. So I don't know if that's.
So the Biden people changed that rule anyway, that said if you want to take advantage of the 3-year rule, you have to basically be living together as spouses for the full 3 years. So to me, that's already off the table. And I would never propose that someone stay in a shitty marriage just to avail themselves of the 3-year rule. And in fact, you just gave me a good video title.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
All righty. Thank you, Jim.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Do you specialize in family law? No, I do not. I do not specialize in family law. No, I don't. We do immigration law. That was just, we touched on family law, and I always refer that out to other people. Do you help men with custody issues against a racist county in Missouri? No, I don't do family law. Someone else had one in there. Do large age gap marriages ever get approved? Another great question. Do large age gap cases ever get approved? Yes, large age gap cases do get approved. I would think that they'll get less approved less often in the years to come, but we've had age gaps of 25, 30, 35, 40 years get approved. Ever get approved. Yes, that's a great title for a video. I will shoot that. I'm doing videos after this because I'm going to be out of town, so I got to get some in the can. There's somebody named Prince Tete putting weird messages in there. I don't know what that's all about. Can you please stop that or do whatever? All right. We haven't talked to Sam yet. Let's go to Sam. Hello, Sam. You're on mute. All right, Sam's out of here. Let's go to no passport need urgent help. Okay, hello. Hello, no passport. You're on mute as well. People got to be ready. Interview descheduled. I see you there. I'm coming to you guys in a minute. If you're not ready, you get the boot. All right, Johane is here. Hello, Johane.
Hello, attorney.
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Finally, I joined the light. Okay. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you for taking my call. And I have a couple questions I would like to ask you.
Okay.
Yes. I met my husband in 2020. In Haiti, I was 16 and he was 64.
Hold on. Your audio is breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Can you try to find better reception? I'm going to come back to you because I can't hear you. Okay.
Yes, I'm moving. Can you hear me now?
No.
Oh my goodness.
It's all clunky. Am I right, Huli? It's all clunky. Yeah. Why don't you call back in and she'll get you right in? Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know check the reception with her, Huli, if you can. I think you can talk to her one-on-one, I think. All right. Interview descheduled. Are you there? Hello.
Hello, Jim. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I just have a few questions. My English is not so well, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna do what I can do.
Perfect. That's all we can do.
Okay. I came here on the humanitarian. First of all, I'm Haitian. I came here on the humanitarian period on October 4th, 2023.
Okay.
In December, I get married with my wife. We get married.
Okay.
In February, we filled out February 2025. We filled the green card based marriage.
Great.
Like together, the I-130 and the I-485 together.
Okay.
In July, like in the beginning of the July, we received a notice that we have been scheduled for interview. But last Friday, the Friday 25 July, 25th July, 25th July, we has been descheduled, like our appointment was canceled. And I would like to know, first of all, what might be the cause for that, and in between, can we upload other evidence on our USCIS account?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I think you did a great job of explaining that to me. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jim.
I thought your English was great, much better than my Creole.
Really? You speak Creole?
Oh no, I speak no Creole. So you're doing great, much better than me. So,
okay.
I don't know if you've watched this whole show, but about 3 or 4 callers ago, we had a U.S. citizen call because he has a wife who is from Venezuela, and they applied for a green card, and their interview got canceled twice.
Okay.
So I think this isn't about your case. I think this is about the fact that the Trump people don't want to give green cards to people who were paroled into the United States.
Okay.
So the system is set up for a U.S. citizen to send in their application like you and your spouse did, and the system is not set up to stop. So when they have an order from the head of USCIS that says, hey, let's slow down green cards for people who came on humanitarian parole from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela,
Okay.
when they do that, then it messes things up, which is why you got an interview notice and then got descheduled, right? So I wouldn't be too worried about this. Your case hasn't been on file all that long, and there are a lot of lawyers fighting right now the government trying to slow down green card cases filed by U.S. citizens for their spouses from those countries. So I don't think you need to worry. And I do think you should keep uploading evidence to your portal. I think that's fine. Just keep going, brother. You're doing great.
Yes, because I see one of your video that say when we got this schedule and between like 6 of 8 months, if they didn't send like a notice to like reschedule or a notice to explain that, you say yeah, like right now I have to be worried about that.
I think you're doing great. I don't worry about any of this. I think you're fine. Just sit tight.
Okay, just you say to me, just I can upload and for the I when I'm gonna upload evidence under unsolicited document
Yep.
and bona fide evidence, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. And one last question. The thing is, in June 2025, they like they cut off our like work permit. We don't have like work permit to work. We don't like they revoke our work permit.
Yeah.
And but my work where I am right now, they still keep me inside.
Yeah.
And I'm still working for like Amazon. They still keep me.
Yeah. Did you apply for a work card from the marriage case too?
Yes. I did like two like I-30, I-40, 585, no 485, and the I-765.
My brother, I'm very proud of you. You're doing a very good job. Keep going, okay?
Okay. And do you think it's going to be a mess? Because like right now I'm working, but without authorization, we can say that.
So I can't tell you that it's okay to keep working, right? I have to tell you to follow the law. So if your work card from the TPS or from parole is terminated, then you're supposed to stop working. But if you're married to a U.S. citizen and you keep working, that is also forgiven. So all I can do is tell you what the law is, and then you have to decide what you want to do.
Okay, but what do you think about their case?
How did you meet your spouse?
I meet my spouse like in my principal work because I have to work, and my principal work, and like in December 2023.
Okay, and then
In January we start talking, but that was in the work. Like we was talking in January 2024, talking, and we spent some time in February. We start like to go out together. We go to Miami to spend some time together, and the thing is going on. After we spend a lot of time together.
have either of you been married before?
No.
Good. I think you're doing great. This sounds like a good case to me. I'm very proud of you. You're working 2 jobs. You're a hardworking guy. You're trying to do everything right. Just keep going, brother. You're doing great.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Thank you so much to taking me.
Keep us posted, okay?
Okay,
And
I will do.
don't ever apologize for your English again. You're doing great.
Okay, thank you. Have a great
See you, buddy.
enjoy.
You
Bye.
too. What a nice guy, huh? Our little friend from Haiti. I wish we knew his first name, but that's okay. I understand. All right, we're gonna go to. Oh, Julie's giving me a thumbs up. I think Johanne's having problems. So do I go to Johanne or not, Julie? She said bad reception. Go to Johanne. Okay, I'm doing it. Let's see what happens. Hello, Johanne.
Hello, attorney.
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for taking me back.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Yes, I met my husband in Haiti. At that time in 2020, in 2020, at that time I was 16 and he was 64, and we started dating at 17. I got pregnant, and I have a child from him. 2021, we traveled to the Dominican Republic. At 18, we got married, and my son became a U.S. citizen. And after that, the humanitarian parole come, and we traveled to the United States on January 2024. But we filed the I-130 since January 2023 in the Dominican Republic, and February 2024 we filed for the E-485 for adjustment of status. And until now, we don't have any response. And I was concerned about meeting my husband when I was 16, and he's very old. And I think maybe because of that, and I want to know, what do you think about that?
So you guys have a 48-year age gap.
Yes.
And when did you file the I-130?
February 2023.
And when did you file the 485?
February 2024.
No interview or anything?
Nothing. No RFE, no interview, nothing.
And did you apply for a work card?
Yes, they give me my work card, they give me my travel authorization, and they said they are working on the I-130 and the E-485, but they have been doing security check. So,
all right, I know this will sound like a strange question, especially from someone who is almost 55. The question is, does he look like an old man?
yes.
Okay.
It does.
And I would imagine you look like a young lady.
Yes.
Okay. I think this is a tough case. I think they're going to be very hard on you guys. I think they're going to think you married him to get a green card.
Jesus. Even if I have a child with him?
Sure.
Oh my gosh. And also he got the name he got some discrepancy on his name. When he got to the US, he joined the army, and they removed his middle name and USCIS. And last year he applied for replacement citizenship, and USCIS sent him an RFE telling him why on his whole naturalization certificate he got his middle name, and on his passport he doesn't have his middle name.
Okay,
so he had to
back up. So he was not born in the United States. He's a
no yes, he is a citizen. So they asked him why on his passport he doesn't have his middle name on it.
Hold on, I don't want to talk about that. We'll worry about that in a minute. That's the least of our problem.
Yes.
Why did you marry him?
Because I love him.
Why?
When I met him, it doesn't make me feel like I was not important. He respect the time I met him, he respect me, he talk nice to me, and we become friends first. We start talking, and after we start dating. So I can say I love him.
What are your parents still alive?
Yes, my father is still alive.
What do they think about all this?
I think they are okay with that.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've got a lot of hard things against you. Number one, you entered on humanitarian parole, and if you've been watching this show at all today, you've heard how
Yes.
the Trump people have it out for people that came on parole, especially those who were in relationships. You have, like, if we handled your case, it would be the biggest age gap case we've ever had, right? So I don't think it's an easy case. And if he comes across as a really old guy and you come across as a really young person, I think that makes it harder. I'm not saying it's impossible. I would say the chances of success are probably, 10%, 15%. Like, they're going to think he's a dirty old man for marrying you or getting in a relationship with you when you were 16.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, is what I'm saying surprising you?
No, not at all. I was thinking like that too, but I was thinking there's a chance for them.
There's a chance, but they're going to think you were this poor 16-year-old in Haiti who got taken advantage of, and he is taking advantage of you, and you're taking advantage of him. And so I think that the chances of success are pretty low. I would say that if you wanted to hire us and I ran this case by my wife, which I could do tonight, I can ask her, but I would think she wouldn't want to take the case. I think it's pretty.
Yes.
It's pretty high.
Yes, I understand that.
Yes. How did is he from Haiti?
Yes.
How did he get his green card? Did he marry someone?
No, from his father.
From his father. Okay.
Yeah.
And I might have asked you this already. Were either of you married before?
Me, no.
How about him?
Him, yes. But his first wife passed away.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck, I guess. Let me know if you need anything. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking me. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Well, she said on Monday night that this would be a big surprise to us when we heard her story. I mean, nothing surprises me. I mean, yesterday we had on somebody who got a knock on his door. It was from a U.S. citizen. She was looking for her fiance who skedaddled right when he got to the United States. And he said, well, I'll help you find her. And then he went to help her go find him. and they found him. But in the meantime, they fell in love. So, nothing surprises me. Desiree says her age gap is 23 years. I would say, Desiree, theirs is twice as much as yours. I don't give a shit. Like, I want everyone to be happy. I want people to be together. I certainly don't care. But when you're talking about a serious 40-plus year age gap, they start wondering things like, is someone getting married just to get a green card? Is someone taking advantage of someone because they want a green card? And there's also this thing about caretakers, right? Caretakers. And so I think if they think that the green card holder or green card applicant is just going to be taking care of the old person, I think that makes it hard. And then I think the biggest thing problem-wise with this case is not, I mean, you're Desiree, your age, you're 47. So I would imagine you weren't 16 when you married this person. I think the biggest concern is that they probably didn't have a lot of agency at the age of 16. And I would imagine things in Haiti really effing suck. And so I think that there's an imbalance of power in any relationship when somebody needs an immigration benefit. But I think it's much more so when you're talking about a 64-year-old man and a 16-year-old daughter. I mean, this guy's old enough to be her grandfather. Like, her dad's probably halfway between 16 and 64, if I had to imagine. But like Laura says, we feel for her and we wish her good luck. Man, oh man. Yep. See, Desiree says, I love my husband and we've been married for 6 years and he keeps getting sweeter. I love it, Desiree. I'm happy. Mid. Hello, Mid.
Hey, hi, Jim.
You know, when my kids call me mid, that's like an insult.
Oh, yeah?
What's up?
Yeah, cool. So, basically, like, I'm trying to do a research. I've been looking, like, for this opportunity to talk to you, basically, because I think it's been a while now, like, a couple weeks. Like, I'm just basically doing research, actually. So, a backstory is, like, I came here as an F1 student. I'm currently in the US. And I go to school, I graduate in May of 2025. So basically, right now I'm on OPT. Yeah, but unfortunately for me, um, before I get to the States, I was married, and my wife had she was 5 months pregnant when I left, and after I left, I think it's in 2024, like November, October kind of stuff. So I finally decided to bring my wife and my baby, like just to visit, because I was planning on going back basically. So I wanted to have this opportunity, like anytime we want to come to the States, we just visit. Since I'm done with school, we can just visit whenever we need. So when my wife gets here, basically, I find out she's been into lesbian. I don't know if because I left her for a while, but I saw some videos in her phone, like they were really disgusting for me. So like from that moment, that is in January of 2025 when she gets here, because she came in December 28th. So we lasted here like 2 weeks to 3 weeks. So immediately because of that, me, I'm a Muslim, I have a Muslim background basically. So I contacted my dad and I told, because the marriage was an arranged marriage actually. So I told my dad, I'm like, this one, I have nothing to do with her anymore. So I decided to get a divorce through our imams, because it was a religious marriage, but we have a certificate. So I got the divorce. So when I got the divorce, I was not planning on looking for someone, but I think it's like me or something around me. If I go back on text, like I'll be able to see something. So like I got someone which we just got married like a week ago because.
Wait. Time out.
Okay.
So I just want to set so you're back in the old country and you're married to a lady and you guys have a child together.
Correct.
And you come to the United States on an F1 visa, right?
Yes, but during the time I applied for the F1 visa, technically I was not married, because I was told like for you to like put in like you are married, you need to have this marriage certificate. But back then it was just a ceremony, like this traditional wedding. As at that time when I applied for the visa. So basically I was single.
Okay, so they give you the student visa and you come to the United States.
Yes, I was single, but prior to coming, we went to the masjid because the pregnancy was not like popping up as at that time. We just got married.
Wait, you're jumping you're way too fast for me. I'm just trying to keep up.
Okay.
So, I just want to be clear. You're sitting there in the home country. You're religiously married. It's not recorded with the government.
As at the time I applied for the visa.
I understand. Now, did you do that on purpose because somebody told you it would increase your chances of getting the visa if they told you told them they were single, or was it just because you were religiously married and didn't consider yourself legally married?
Okay, so legally married, the question they asked me was I was supposed to show a certificate of marriage. You understand? Because
so just when you filled out the DS 130, the DS 160 for your student visa, did you put down that you were single or that you were married?
Single, because I didn't have a marriage certificate. It was after I've gotten the visa and I found out like the lady was pregnant and I wanted to legalize because of the baby. So then
hold on, dude, you're going too fast. Okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
So you get approved for your your student visa to come to the United States. Correct. When did that happen?
I think I applied in December 7th, and the visa was approved on the 7th of December. Then I traveled to the States on the 20th. I left my home country on the 26th and I arrived in the US on the 27th of December 2022.
Okay. And so,
Yes.
so then you start studying, you're going to school, you're working on your bachelor's or your master's or what?
It was master's. It was 2 years, my master's degree.
Okay. So then at what point do you file for the F2 for your wife? Or when
It was on 2024, around, let's just say October.
Okay. So between the time you came on your student visa and your October application for an F2 visa for her, did you go back home and get married?
No, I got married, like the wedding was just in a masjid for the certificate. Was before, it was on the 18th of December 2022. That is few days before me leaving, because I find out like she was 5 months pregnant. But if you see the pregnancy, you will not be able to tell until she told me she was pregnant, and then we go to the clinic.
Okay. So you're religiously married. You get her pregnant. Then you get your visa. When you got your visa, did you know she was pregnant?
When you get a visa?
When you got your visa to come to the United States, did you know?
No, not at all, not at all. I didn't even realize she was pregnant until she didn't even know about my travel plans actually, because like I told you, I'm like a very busy person as at that time. I just wanted the opportunity to have the American experience.
I know.
So
okay,
yeah,
no editorializing. I'm still trying to nail down the timeline. So religiously married, pregnant, apply for the visa, get approved for the visa. But between the time we get approved for the student visa and the time we come to the United States, we get married.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then we come to the United States and we start our studies. And then how long after do we file for the F2 visa for her?
I would say on my last semester, because my semester was like 5. But prior to that, between coming, I returned back, let's say June of 2024. I went back to my country for visit actually. But yeah, so I filed for them like, let's say around October of 2024, like me returning from the trip. Then I decided like, you guys come visit and have this opportunity. So whenever we want to come back, it will be easier, even though the visa has expired.
Yeah, for the record, that's not what F2 visas are for, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I wanted to use it for. It's not like they wanted to stay with it. I know what the visa.
So you apply for an F2 visa for her and one for the child, right?
Correct.
And those got approved?
Yeah, basically they are here with me. That's what I'm telling you. So after they got approved.
They get approved, right. And then, yes. So she comes in December of 24, right?
Yes, December of 2024, correct.
And then you find what on her phone?
She was into lesbian. Like I saw videos on that phone, man.
Were they videos that she downloaded to her phone, or were they videos of her?
Of her, like her getting intimate with other ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, so then you talk to your dad, right?
Immediately, because he was the one. Oh my God! Like it was really painful, but like right now I just try to forget about everything. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. So did you like kick her out? Did she go back home? What happened?
So fast. I just let her find her way, because I don't even know what I could have done to her as at that time. Probably it's something else, because the way my heart was, it was like, yeah, I just threw her out. But I think she made some relationship as at that time between the 3 weeks she was with the neighbors or something. But she finds somewhere to move to, which I'm not too certain. But she have the baby though. She has the baby.
She and the baby go back to the home country, to Nigeria.
No, she's here. She's here. I guess she's here. I'm not sure, but the baby is here, so she's here.
Okay. All right. Now you're telling me there's this other person. So we're sort of done with the ex-wife. Like, have you filed for divorce or what?
So I filed for divorce, but because that was my question, I was looking some of your videos. So I'm like, I need to reach out to you and see what's going on. or what I need to do. Because I filed for divorce, but since I was planning to return, that's the reason why I got the divorce back home, which is basically it's a certificate, but I got the divorce from back home.
And this is Nigeria?
Huh?
Nigeria?
No, Sierra Leone, not Nigeria. I'm not Nigerian.
So you're here, your wife is here, get divorced here. A divorce back home is worth nothing. Get divorced. I mean, if you want to get divorced here.
Okay.
Wait, but so now you're going to tell me this is a U.S. citizen?
Yeah. So the thing is, like I told you, I already got the divorce, and I later decided to marry. And yeah, I got someone who got married, who fall in love, and yeah, the rest now is she's planning.
Dude, the mother of your children, of your child, and your child came in December of 2024.
Yes.
But you're telling me you already fell in love with somebody else and have filed for a green card, or you're thinking about it?
No, I have not filed for the green card. The reason why I got married to her, it's like after 2 months we known each other, so I finally got married to her. The reason is basically I'm not allowed to touch a woman. We are not allowed to date that long, basically. So she loves me. We understand each other. We've been in communication for a couple, like the weeks I'm telling you about, and we want to get intimate. But I'm like, I'm not into this without that. So that's the reason we just go to court and all that, got married. So they asked me if I'm divorced, which I stated, and I showed them the divorce. And
who asked you if you were divorced?
No, when we go for the marriage license.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I showed them the divorce was certified from back home and all that. They asked me for my previous spouse address, which I'm in the state of Ohio anyways. So they accepted and we got married like 2 weeks now or something.
So I'm not sure that marriage is valid.
Okay.
I don't know if a divorce in Sierra Leone, when both members of the relationship are in the United States, I don't know if that's valid.
Okay.
So if you're planning on a proceeding with an immigration benefit based on your new marriage, I would propose getting divorced in the United States and getting remarried in the United States.
Okay. So even though I've married, I can go ahead and apply for another marriage if you consider this divorce.
I don't know that the divorce is valid, and I don't know that USCIS that it's valid, but you have bigger problems.
Okay.
You have a spouse that you helped bring to the United States running around in the United States, and they're going to think that you have two spouses, that you have two marriages, and that you're running a scam on them. You just got done bringing your wife here to the United States, and now you're already married to somebody else and saying you're in love.
Well, I'm not even planning on staying. Like once I'm done my OPT, I'm thinking of going. It's just like the current wife that I have is suggesting such, so I'm like, okay, I will see what I can do because I have no idea.
That may be true, but the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service thinks that everybody is scamming them to get a green card. Even if you don't really want a green card or want to use a green card or going to have a green card for all that long, they're going to think they're going to think this sounds like a scam.
Okay. So what the advice from you now would be, if I plan on applying for a green card, I should get divorced here again and remarry, right?
But slow your ride down. Slow this shit down. Get the divorce done properly. Then wait a little while. Then get married and make sure that you have lots of evidence. They're going to be very suspicious of this case.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to basically have to convince them that you're not in a relationship anymore with the wife that you had.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you ever think people are trying to trick me? Like make things up? Juli's trying to tell me something. Let's see what she says.
No, I was gonna say it's crazy, all the calls today. I don't know which one.
It's all because we did that night show. We did the night show, and ever since then, every case has been more than the last one.
I think we should make it like a contest, or I think people are doing a contest behind us to come to the show. Whose crazier case has and come in.
I think we should do. I think we really need to. The other day, my son pulled up old Maury Povich's clips of "You Are the Father," or "You Are Not the Father." So, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna do one more call. Thanks, Huli. Mid was aptly named. Jordan's been waiting a while. Hello, Jordan.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, doing good. Just a few questions. So my wife and I have been waiting since July of 2024. That's when it was filed. Um, and so I guess a few questions is what's like the normal time right now, I guess, for to hear something back? Because it's been a year. Should we be worried? Should we be, because I had a countdown, obviously, saying 14 months, 13, 1 week, whatever. Now it just says, hey, it's taking longer than normal.
Is it an overseas case or a case for adjustment of status?
It's a I-130, and she's in the Philippines, and I'm here in the U.S.
Yeah, they're in no hurry to approve that case because they know her visa's not coming anytime soon. So I would say probably 16 months before it gets approved. So I think you're just sitting tight. There's probably no slower relationship case that I can think of than a spouse from the Philippines.
Okay.
Overall, it's going to be 3.5 years.
Okay. Now, I guess they don't really know the situation because they don't look at it yet, but her having traveled to multiple countries and worked in other countries outside of the Philippines, and also like she has her visa to Canada and stuff like that, does that help at all, or they won't even know that until they look at it?
It doesn't help. If anything, it just means she's got to get more police certificates, and it causes more of a slowdown because they have to check her record in every country. So actually, that's less helpful than more helpful.
Okay. Would you say that, because we were debating before doing the spousal or the fiance, would the fiance have been better?
No, don't do a fiance in the Philippines. No, I'm glad you did what you did.
Okay.
You just got to wait.
Okay. And so we filed it through boundless immigration, so I'm assuming that would help rather than doing it ourselves to get things officially submitted.
Hey, Jordan, you know what? I don't like to get sued, so I don't talk about boundless on here.
Hey, that makes sense. I understand that.
There's people in the comments who have very strong opinions on boundless, so
Okay.
I will leave that to them.
That makes sense. All right. Another question. If she were to be sponsored to work in the U.S., would that affect the I-130 at all?
No, as long as you disclose everything and make sure they know that that's out there, because you wouldn't want them to give her some kind of visa, but not to know that she had a spouse case pending, because that would put everything at risk. So I would just, I don't think she's going to get a work visa, but you can certainly try as long as she's honest about everything.
Okay, because my work is just looking into that to see if they could do something for her.
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, they offered me to relocate me to Ohio to be closer to Canada, so that way she can live in Canada, because she can live there for up to 6 months, and I live in Ohio, so it's kind of another deal we can do too. But
I like that plan.
it's just going to take some time. I didn't realize it was going to take that long. But I mean, is it always taking this long, or is this just because of recent?
No, Philippines has been. There was a guy that hired us to sue, and not that this is going to happen to you. He had a very strange case, but he was waiting for his wife from the Philippines for 4 years.
Okay.
So that was when we first got to the old office. So that was 8 years ago. So this has been a problem for a really long time.
Wow. Okay. And so because I've seen things like that where you can do that route of suing to help speed it up. Does that actually work? Is that recommended? How long should we wait for that? Or
until she has her interview. So that's what all the delay is going to be. Once she has the interview, it should go quickly. Lawsuits now, for the most part, with the State Department, we only file them after they've had the interview.
Okay.
Or if you find that, like, let's say that you're looking on all the chat boards and it says, well, in the Philippines, almost everybody has their interview after 18 months of being documentally qualified, and I've been documentally qualified for 2 years, then we might think about suing.
Okay. So it just depends on what is happening with other people's versus ours.
Yeah, I would spend all my time comparing my case to others. Yep.
Okay. Oh, it just takes so long, unfortunately.
Sorry, bro.
That's all right. I appreciate the help.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yep, thanks.
All right, everybody. That was a great call. Great show today. Somebody asked what happened on Monday and Tuesday. If you didn't watch Monday and Tuesday, make sure that you watch Monday and Tuesday. It's been a week, my friends. It's been a week. Again, my name is Jim Hacking. If you need to get a hold of us, 314-961-8200. Email info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. That's for people who want to hire us or need a lawyer. 314-961-8200. Immigration's federal, so we can handle things all around the country. We'll be back sometime tomorrow, probably, and then that'll be our last show until Monday or Tuesday. Again, Tony's like, man, what are you going to clip for the podcast? I think we've got like 3 contenders for the podcast. Raphael's done with USCIS Forever. That's good. I hope it was a great show. We'll be back tomorrow from Michigan. Yes, Laura, there's calls you definitely don't want to miss. I hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, Huli. I'll see everybody hopefully tomorrow. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Peace. Man, that was fun. I'm great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion.